Okay guys, welcome back to our car modeling tutorial. Now, as we can see in the last episode, we absolutely smashed it with this rear diffuser here. Now, just in between episodes, I just had a little bit of an edit to some of the topology that we have inside here, just to make sure that it's reflecting our rear view nicely here. So we can see that I've just run around making sure that everything's sitting exactly as it should. Now what we're going to do in this episode is we are going to crack on a little bit more with our rear diffuser section here. Now in a lot of the reference images that I've seen and that I've got, this section is generally always black, which makes it incredibly hard to actually see what's going on in this section here. Luckily, the blueprint that we have has quite a lot of details in here for us, so we can see that what we're going to have to do is extrude down inside this section here, using quite a few of these edges that we've already got, and it looks like this one here are more or less where we would want them to be. So what we're going to do is, firstly, I am just going to curve this a little bit and bring this here. Okay, so firstly what we're going to do is we are going to grab all these edges here and we're actually going to extrude inside the diffuser. And we're going to do it in a few stages because we can see that we have some sections here that create new ones. So if we go out into our perspective here, it might be a bit easier. Okay. And we're going to hit Control E and we are going to take this section in. So we can see how much we want to take it in. So what we're going to do is we're going to, in our world option here, we are going to grab this point and we're going to pull it in roughly as far as it needs to. Okay, and looks like we've missed a face here. So we'll take that extrude back and grab this one here, and now we can go back at it. Again, we want to do this on the world axis, so we can see that is roughly where we want to take this section to. So we see what we can do is we can assume by the shape of this section here that it is going to follow roughly a similar line to the exhaust, so this section potentially wants to go down the way. Here. Okay, and we can see that we actually need to bring these points out a fair bit more. Okay, it's looking pretty good. And in our rear view here, we're going to make sure that we're coming down as far as we need to. We know that we're in as far as we need to, but we just want to make sure we're coming down as far as we need to. So I'm going to take these up to match there. That's good. We're going to actually bring this down here so we can take in along there. You can see that we need this point to be further out here, which would mean that we want these out as well. Okay. Now these are actually interfering slightly, this extrusion here. So we are going to need to bring these up a little bit. Okay, cool. And looks like after moving this section to the side, we actually want to bring that in a little bit here. Oops. Okay, that's not looking too bad just now. And what we'll do here is we'll take all of these edges. See that there? And we're going to extrude these again. This time we're going to take them down all the way as far as we can see that they need to be down here, and then take them in the way here. Okay, deselecting the inner edge, the top edge section there, will allow us to bring this back up a little bit higher, because I doubt it needs to be out as far as that. Okay, so we're going to hit our show here, and we're going to isolate this section just so that we can fix this mesh here. So we can grab all these points and bring them back in. Okay, it's a little bit messy, but it's looking good just now. I'll clean that up in between episodes. So we can see here on our review that we have our license plate section here. So I want to take that over there, and we can plop that in the middle here. Looking good. Cool. Okay. Next, we will jump back into our orthographic review here, and we're going to bring this edge down around this section and along the bottom here. Now these sections within the diffuser here will be added after. We're going to do that as part of some individual primitives themselves, so we're not actually going to extrude down with those, as it will interfere a little bit too much with the majority of our mesh here. Okay. So that means we're going to grab this edge, we're going to Control E, we're going to bring that down here, Control E again, and we're going to take that across the bottom here. So we can snap these ones bang into the section, holding X again. And we can see that this one needs to be considerably higher, and this one needs to be considerably lower. Okay. Now with this point here, we'll actually bring that a little bit further over. Okay, that's looking good. And we can check our side view here. Just to make sure. Okay. That's looking fairly good there. So in here, what we could actually do is if we take this up here, what we want to do here is we're going to take these three edges on the side and the one on the bottom, Control E, and we're going to scale these ones in here. These are going to make up the actual lines amongst either side. And then it looks like we want to extrude this section in. Here. And we can try to see if we can see how far Okay, it looks like a fair bit because we have those triangle sections inside, so we can see that here. Okay, and we'll just hit the plus here. Let's make these a little bit bigger just so we're not messing around so much. Okay. So we've only got a small lip on the bottom here, but a fairly large one on the top there. Okay, that's good. Let's just take these down just a little bit here. And we are going to insert an edge loop, which is going to allow us to, if we select our bottom facing edge here and our top edge here, we can go to edit mesh and bridge, and then we'll do the same with our lines here, edit mesh and bridge. So it gives us the back end for where the license split would be. Okay, that's looking good. And what we're going to do as well is we're going to insert an edge loop. Let's see if we can get this a bit more precise. Okay, so this is going to make the triangle section here for us, which we can see is also somewhat inset on there. Okay, so we're going to insert an edge loop inside here. And we're actually going to extrude these sections out. So this is going to be the triangle section. So before we do that, what we'll actually do is, well, no need there. So bring that down. We'll bring it out here. And we're just going to merge these extruded vertices here. We can merge this one down here. And then we can merge this one to it as well. And this one down here. Okay. And then it's just a case of dropping these two vertices here in our rear view into the correct location. Okay, good. And once we're refining that, we can bring that in and out a little bit should we need to. Okay, so that section there is looking pretty good. It does look like we do need to center the vertices here, so holding X we can do that. Awesome. So it looks like this episode's coming to an end here. In the next episode, we will be working on our rear top section here. We'll have a look at doing the seals on the windows, and then I think it's going to be a case of adding the details and cutting up the sections. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you next time. Cool.